Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Love. Now, it's a celebration of young people who have shown tenacity, strength, and determination to take advantage of this democracy and the opportunities it presents. Well, that's Youth Unplugged, which is a month-long music concert aimed at exposing and unleashing young bands from within Joburg, produced by Joburg Theatre's Youth Development Department. Now, to tell us more, we're joined by Youth Development Manager at the Joburg Theatre, Mlindelwa Mahlangu. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Love.
Good morning.
All right, let's talk about Youth Unplugged and who's it aimed at. What is it?
Youth Unplugged is it's a month-long concert that we came up with last year, and it's pretty much on its second year now. And the idea behind it is that since it is scheduled for the Youth Month, it is about finding that new talent, but it is not looking at a person who's just decided that I've got a singing voice, therefore I want to sing, but somebody who said, look, this is all I can do, this is what I've got, and this is who I want to be. And it's about somebody who's comfortable within that identity of becoming a musician, and who's young enough and who's said to themselves, I want to be this, and I'm willing to work all that I have to work into it just to become it. And that's really who it's aimed at. Let's
talk about last year's event. I mean, how did that go? What was the response?
It went quite well. It had a good reception in terms of the audience. Every particular weekend sold out quite impressively. The performance of the young artists that we had, they bought into it, and last year's group, because we're doing it for the first time, we literally had scouted who was going to be in it, and this year we're auditioning them instead. So last year's group really worked quite well. The artists gave their all into it, and they delivered great performances.
How do you measure the success of something like this, though?
One, it's through the number of audiences. Two, it's also through the artists themselves. How do they feel about it, and what exactly did it give them afterwards? And we're looking at some of the people that participated in it last year and where they are this year, and how they've worked to push themselves forward, and as well how they've used the platform that Youth Unplugged gave them to really put themselves out there, and how some of them actually took the time to record their performances in that and be able to put them on social media and use that to push their careers forward.
All right, so you've got auditions, I think, next week?
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
The auditions are scheduled for the 8th and the 9th of May. And the idea behind those auditions really is we're looking for that rich, outstanding talent, that talent that no one actually has paid attention to, and we're just hoping that young people will come out and just present themselves to the project. We're looking at young people from the ages of 29 and below, because really the focus is about the youth. Really the focus is about those young people that feel like they just need that one break, and that's what the auditions are going to be aiming for.
All right, we've spoken of a few, you've touched a bit on the requirements. What else is there, apart from being under the age of 29 downwards? What else are there?
In terms of the genre of music, we're not really strict about it. Whether it's hip-hop, whether it's R&B, it's soul, it's jazz, whatever it is that you feel comfortable with. So we're not really strict on that. And the auditions as well are also for the instrumentalists. So it's about auditioning the bands as well. It's about finding those young guys who always plays a guitar from his room, and he knows that he's really skilled at it, but he hasn't really had the chance to play his instrument out there. And so it's also aiming for the band instrumentalists as well, not just the vocalists.
All right, so quickly before I let you go, talk to us about details. How do people get a hold of you? Interested young people that want to be part of the auditions?
We're definitely on Twitter and on Facebook as Youth Unplugged ZA, and we are at Joburg Theatre, and they could literally just go to the website of Joburg Theatre or come to the Joburg Theatre.
What time do you start?
The auditions will be starting at 10 a.m. On both days, Friday and Saturday.
Okay, so Friday and Saturday are the auditions at Joburg Theatre.
At Joburg Theatre.
All right. So if you're interested in becoming part of Youth Unplugged, which is a month-long concert aimed at exposing and unleashing young bands from within Johannesburg, go to the auditions Friday and Saturday at 10 a.m. at the Joburg Theatre, just up the road from us. It used to be called I can't remember now. Joburg Theatre. It's gone. It's left me. Civic Theatre. That's what it used to be called. Well, all right. That's Mlindelwa Mahlangu, who's the Youth Development Manager at Joburg Theatre. Well, let's say a very good morning to Bianca.